Greetings, dear gamers. Today, we will evaluate the result of the player profile test, which I solved using my favorite game, GTA Online, a game I have played for 700 hours. We will see if the results are accurate or if they somewhat match my personality. First, let's take a look at my test results. Unlike most of my friends, the test gave me two different player profiles at the same time. These are, in order of dominance, the skirmisher and the bounty hunter. According to the test, the skirmisher is described as jumping into the fray of battle, while the bounty hunter is high octane solo world exploration. Honestly, these two descriptions seem quite different from each other, but I believe they will make more sense when I look at the other results. Looking at my profile analysis, which includes 6 categories: action, social, mastery, achievement, creativity, and immersion, my results makes much more sense. Today we will focus on the top 3 categories, which are action, creativity, and social. However, before diving into the categories, I would like to take one last look at the games that test recommended for me. As you can see, GTA is near the top of the list, and most of the games on the list are ones I have enjoyed playing a lot. Alright, now we are ready. Let's start with our first category, action. To be honest, the part of GTA Online where I probably spend the most time is fighting. The 95% score in the action category almost perfectly support this. Flying my jets and battling with different enemies or opposing players is an indescribable experience for me. Knowing that no enemy can survive against the guided missile and explosive cannon of my favorite jets, the Hydra, is the number one reason I chose it. I must admit that sometimes I even open a private server by myself or with 2, 3 friends just to blow up innocent NPC cars. But don't think this is only limited to my Hydra jets. Any type of aircraft, bombers, fighters, or close air support planes, tanks, armored vehicles, or even just the bombs and rockets in my inventory are all part of this action. As a player with an extremely high score of 96% in the distraction category, you can understand from these examples why I love the action of GTA Online so much. Looking a little further down in the distractions section, we see the entertainment category, where I scored a high 83%. If you look at the explanation for why I got such a high score, it says that gamers who score high in the category enjoy fast-paced, intense games that provides a constant adrenaline rush. The part about adrenaline rush perfectly summarizes how I feel when I play GTA Online. The game often creates this feeling by limiting our resources like time or health in many missions. For example, after completing the last heist I did, the Coyaperico heist, I found my hands shaking with excitement when I put the controller down after finishing it. Even, even though we could have taken a safer route in that heist, once a battle begins, the rush of fighting against the soldiers who surround me and charge at me is just captivating. That's why I believe the score is spot on. In my opinion, one of the main reasons I love GTA Online so much is the freedom it offers the player in an online game. Unlike the most of the other games, there is nothing you have to do in GTA Online. There are no points or rewards for attacking other players, and simply driving a car or doing anything in open world doesn't bring any financial gain either. In this sense, comparing GTA Online's world to the real world isn't too far-fetched. Just like in the real world, you need to complete various tasks and missions to earn money in GTA Online. And when it comes to these tasks, GTA Online offers a vast range of options. Players can choose to rob a whole island, work as a taxi driver, participate in the street race and show their driving skills, steal raw materials and process them to sell at a higher price, or even become a simple pizza delivery driver. The choice is either up to the player. Of course, there are also multiple ways to approach these tasks. Considering all of these, we can see that gameplay diversity and naturally the creative freedom offered to player is at very high level for a player like me, with a high score of 91% in the creativity category. It's no surprise that I spent so many hours in this game. Another unsurprising thing is the high score of 92% I received in the design subcategory. One of the key factors that make me feel like I'm part of this vibrant world and see my character as a second version of myself is definitely able to design everything. Being able to choose not just my character's hair and clothes, but even the walking style is an example of the design freedom of GTA Online offers. And this level of detail is also true for our cars and houses. Being able to customize every detail of them helps us to feel more connected to them. As the test also mentioned, I really enjoy using these customization options. Another thing I love is stepping into the vast open world for GTA Online with my customizations. My primary motivation while exploring the world has always been new discoveries that await me after that next turn or the next mountain I climb. Same can be said for the new symbols I come across on the map. Every time the desire to learn what new adventure will greet me keeps me motivated. And more often than not, this desire is fulfilled, which is one of the most main reasons I enjoy GTA Online so much. As you can gather from what I have said, I believe my 75% score in the discovery category is quite fitting. As with all online games, a large part of GTA Online is made up of our interactions with other players, or is influenced by them. We can look at these interactions in two different ways. Just like the website did, the first type is fierce competition between players, which is present in most online games. This competition can be in form of a fighting, a car race, or even trying to collect more points on the map with certain time frame. The second type is collaboration, which is found in favorite online games, where players team up with other players to move forward together. Example of these joint activities could be robbing NPCs together, showing off newly bought cars, or going to club together. From my perspective, I prefer the second type of interactions over the first. The number one reason for this is that in most cases the competition feels meaningless, since no one really gains anything tangible from it. Instead, I enjoy doing activities in the open world with different players and forming friendships. That test results confirm this, as evidenced my social score of 52%. Looking deeper into the subcategories, these points become even clearer. The relatively low score of 35% in the competition subcategory, alongside that much higher score of 70% in the community subcategory, clearly shows my percentage preferences in online games. As you can see from these three main categories, the test has successfully and accurately profiled me and predict my gaming preferences. Thank you for taking the time and joining me in this video. I wish you have a great time.